I unfortunately have disappointing news for fans of the end-of-year content. Unfortunately, this year, we're gonna have to scale things back pretty dramatically.
Huh. Well, I mean, I was just going to list some scattered predictions, but if he's not going to do the month by month intricate detail Nintendo prediction thing, uh, I'll do it. Wait. Sorry. Just have to say something real quick. The turnaround time on this video was extremely quick. I did not have time to make like concept art or illustrations or logos or anything fancy like that. Obviously, I put some relevant like B-roll, footage on the topics I'm talking about and stuff, so it's still like a video. But if you were just gonna like listen to this in the background while doing something else, that is totally fine. You are not gonna miss much on the front of visuals. Anyway, enjoy the video, and I hope that I have uploaded this at a time that the Switch hasn't been totally revealed or completely leaked yet. January. After Donkey Kong Country Returns HD releases to hardly anyone's anticipation, Nintendo will unveil their new console in a trailer not dissimilar to the Switch's October 2016 reveal trailer. This new console will be called the Nintendo Switch 2 with two O's, because it too is just another Nintendo Switch. Nah, I'm just kidding, it'll be a numeral too. But that logo the leaks have been tossing around won't be legit, just saying. Nintendo Switch 2 will be little more than a souped-up Switch, but with a new button that syncs and connects to other systems like other Switch 2s, other Switch 1s, and even PCs and smart devices with a Nintendo Connect app downloaded. And this reveal trailer will hype this feature up by showing a bevy of people in different scenarios linking their Switch 2s to other devices and having a gay old time playing a bunch of existing non-hype games. You might see some cope about Splatoon 4 or Mario Kart 9 speculation coming out of this trailer, but it'll be evident to everyone else that they just used footage of Splatoon 3 and 8 Deluxe here. President Furukawa will tell us that a big Switch 2 presentation will take place in March. February. This month will bring us a Pokemon Presents that shows off Pokemon Legends ZA and confirms that it will launch simultaneously on Switch 1 and Switch 2 in September, and also reveal like trading card news or whatever. A couple weeks later, a Nintendo Direct that focuses solely on Switch 1 software will show off lots of third-party sports, JRPGs, farm sims, the usual. And from Nintendo themselves, alongside a big trailer for Metroid Prime 4 Beyond that reveals a May release date, they'll announce 4 new games coming to Switch. A Sushi Striker sequel titled Sushi Sleuth: Secrets of Sushido, releasing a few weeks later in this same month of February. A new Rhythm Heaven titled Rhythm Heaven Encore, coming in April. A co-op focused sequel to Captain Toad titled Captain Toad Double Dungeon, coming in August, and the long-rumored Fire Emblem Genealogy of the Holy War remake titled Fire Emblem Echoes of the Holy War, coming in November. Also, they'll announce a big update to F-Zero 99 that'll be bundled in a physical release titled F-Zero 99 Expansion Kit. Let a man dream! March. Hey, so Xenoblade Chronicles X Definitive Edition comes out this month. Cool. But also, that big Nintendo Switch 2 presentation, which will go into detail about all the technical blah 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 stuff for a really long time, and really play up the ability to both natively play Nintendo Switch games and also connect with the single press of a button to other devices through the Nintendo Connect mobile app. But everyone watching live will be squirming in their swivel chair saying, "But where are the new games, though? You stupid idiots aren't going to launch this thing with no new games, are you?" But eventually, they will announce a slew of new games lined up for the launch window of this new system. Packed in with Switch 2 is a game called Nintendo Connect Coliseum, which is practically a sequel to Switch Sports, but with the Connect Coliseum taking place of Spoko Square, and the game will have an aesthetic closer in feel to Ring Fit Adventure or ARMS. Bright and cartoony, yet intense, with realistically proportioned characters that are simultaneously also a little bit cartoony. And similar to Nintendo Land on Wii U, the many mini-games included will tap into different ways of making full use of the Switch 2's features, notably including the ability to locally connect effortlessly to PCs, phones, and other Switch systems through the Nintendo Connect app. Think of this as like a combination of Wii Sports, Nintendo Land, and like Jackbox games. Everybody 1-2 Switch walked, so Nintendo Connect Coliseum could run. 2 other games will release day and date with Switch 2 in May. Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, also releasing on Switch 1, don't worry, and Animal Crossing Sweet Home, which will put players in the role of an apartment complex landlord in the Animal Crossing world. Slated for June, Mario Kart Off-Road will promise players a plethora of new mass multiplayer modes, taking place on huge open-ended maps. Slated for August, ARMS 2 will hype me into utter oblivion, especially since earlier they revealed Nintendo Connect Coliseum, and I will be thinking to myself, oh, so this is what EPD9 has been working on, when ARMS 2, but then bam, there it is, and you get both, and you're like, ah! Slated for October, a teaser for Luigi's Mansion 4 will appear to promise exploration of a haunted shopping mall. Slated for November, a 2D fighting game called Ganondorf Gauntlet will feature new takes on Link, Zelda, Ganon, and a bunch of new characters based on existing Zelda races. Very cool. And finally, slated for December, a big, beautiful new 3D Mario game will be all but teased, the title of which being Super Mario Discovery. The presentation is over, and fans are extremely pleased with this presentation. May can't come quick enough. April. Rhythm Heaven Encore is out, and people like it okay, but the buzz around it is unsurprisingly dwarfed by Switch 2 hype. As is the announcement of a new Nintendo Switch game coming in July, Golden Sun 1+2 Rising. Handled by Camelot themselves, this game will see tons of people complaining that it isn't a Switch 2 title, but evidently, the Switch 2's backwards compatibility and barely noticeable power upgrade shouldn't preclude them from picking this up when it comes out anyway. May. Here it is. The month where the Nintendo Connect app, the Switch 2, Nintendo Connect Coliseum, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, and Animal Crossing Sweet Home all release. Similarly to Pokemon Go's first couple weeks or so on the market, server issues will abound for the millions of people picking the system and these games up day one, willing and ready to try out the new connection features with as many people with as many devices as possible, and being met with lots of bugs and frozen loading screens. Gaming media will project this to be a huge blow for Nintendo, and a sign of imminent failure for the Switch 2. But just as was the case for Pokemon Go, the public's dedication to play with this shiny new thing will ultimately keep the early adopters engaged, and by the time of next month's launch of Mario Kart Off-Road, the servers will be much better, and millions more people will continue to buy Switch 2s in droves and connect them to their friends and family's phones. June! Just as I said before, Mario Kart Off-Road will make a big splash this year. Even people who don't have a Switch 2 yet will join in on the fun as spectators on their other devices, and be convinced to buy a Switch 2 of their own so they can get in on the action. Also, this is the month F-Zero 99 expansion kit comes out, and I will worry as to whether or not this is yet another case of F-Zero being unduly outshined by Mario Kart. July. This is the month Golden Sun 1+2 Rising releases, and the people who buy it will love it. And get this. People's fear that its status as a Switch 1 title in a Switch 2 world will amount to squat, because people will be so desperate for new stuff to play on their Switch 2s that they will even buy Switch 1 games to play on it. Go figure, right? Also this month, a new Nintendo Direct, which, for Switch 1, will announce a sequel to Kirby's Dream Course coming in October, an HD remaster of Star Fox Assault in December, and more details on Pokemon Legends ZA and the Fire Emblem remake. As for Switch 2 news, updates and DLC for Animal Crossing and Mario Kart, and closer looks at upcoming games announced back in March, including Super Mario Discovery, but still, for some reason, not that much is shown. Just like little itsy bitsy bits, and people are wondering, will this come out in December or will they delay it? Like, come on, you gotta get the 3D Mario out already. But I digress. August. This month is all for me, baby. ARMS 2 will do everything I would want an ARMS sequel to do, and then some. Connect app users will get the chance to customize their own 3D avatars attending the fights in the audience, and cheer and do taunts and little animations, and draw signs for them Miiverse style to hoist up in support of their favorite characters. So in a way, even people who don't care for ARMS gameplay will still really enjoy booting this game up to show off the characters and artwork and such they make in the Nintendo Connect app. They'll also routinely vote in party crashes through this app, and anticipate the day Splatoon 4 inevitably incorporates a similar system. Also this month, Captain Toad Double Dungeons will release for Switch, and Nintendo YouTubers will hype up how easy the Connect button makes co-op play between Switch 1 consoles and Switch 2 consoles. But the real hype lives with ARMS 2, baby. Retribution! September. This month, Pokemon Legends ZA releases, and it'll be alright. Pokemon's very popular, people will love it, it'll sell great. but the Nintendo Connect features for the Switch 2 version of the game will be incredibly lackluster. This will spark flame wars on the internet as to whether or not all Switch 2 games need Connect app integration or not. But the fact that this fight will break out at all will prove ultimately that this wasn't an inspired gimmick on Nintendo's part. An unnecessary add-on you can completely ignore that people on the whole don't want to ignore? It's a miracle! Also, a September Nintendo Direct will reveal more Switch 1 games, like a new Pushmo called Pushmo Park slated for January 2026, a port of Splatoon 1 titled OG Splatoon slated for summer 2026, and wouldn't you know it, HD remakes of Wind Waker and Twilight Princess slated for February 2026. Took their freaking time, eh? And of course, more Switch 2 games will be announced in this Direct, including a new WarioWare titled WarioWare Connection Check, slated for spring, a full Splatoon trilogy that will feature crossplay with Switch 1 slated for summer, and a full reveal for Super Mario Discovery coming out in December as promised. I'll go into all the details when we get around to December in this video. Promising stuff on the horizon for 2026 already. Lovely, lovely, lovely stuff. October. Luigi's Mansion 4 will be a masterpiece. Connect app fanatics will have a new host of Scarescraper games to play, and the main console users will get a quality, seamless, loading screenless, spooky abandoned shopping complex in which to explore every store, floor, parking structure, and more. Also, Kirby's Dream Course Frenzy will release on Switch 1, and people will enjoy it a great deal, but really lament the fact that it's just a Switch 1 game, saying that the simple controls and opportunity for delightfully devilish skullduggery to commit during other players' turns would have made this a great fit for cross-console/Connect app integration. November. Ganondorf Gauntlet will totally enamor the fighting game scene. ARMS 2 will unfortunately be in real danger of falling off Nintendo's competition radar with how much more players juice this one up, even if the Connect app integration is less robust, just letting phone spectators appear as Navi-style fairies and shout phrases like, "Yeah, boo, get 'em," and "Hey, listen." Also this month, on Switch 1, Fire Emblem Echoes of the Holy War will be well received by Fire Emblem fans, but have absolutely no hype compared to Ganondorf Gauntlet or the upcoming December. Super Mario Discovery will be a sandbox 3D Mario experience with something new to discover around every corner. The plot will concern a new villain who kidnaps Peach, Bowser, and Mario, and traps them in a pocket dimension inside that weird warpy void we saw between pipes in the Mario movie. The three of them will team up with a crazy pith hat wearing adventure guy who has set up a base of operations in the warp world, which acts as your hub between the many different levels you warp to and from, connecting loose pipes back together to eventually create a pathway back to the Mushroom Kingdom. This hub will act sorta like the island in Bowser's Fury. And if you thought the kingdoms you explored in Mario Odyssey were weird, the worlds in Mario Discovery will be even weirder. Mario Discovery will be a huge hit. Everyone will love it. And the Connect app integration will let people play as Bowser, Peach, or the pith hat wearing character on other devices to do things like destroy obstacles, breathe fireballs at enemies, blow kisses to heal Mario, throw power-ups to Mario, warp Mario to specific checkpoints, and all sorts of stuff. And oh yeah, this month also sees the release of Star Fox Assault HD for Switch. So the Star Fox IP will continue its never gone more than 10 years without a new release streak, but more or less continue to languish. Yeah. And that's what I got. In complete honesty, I scripted this video in a rush, so I don't know how much sense it will make to anyone but me. But I don't know. I just thought I'd really go walls to the ball with this concept, and fast, before the real Switch 2 news comes out. Can't wait. Why don't you let me know what you thought of these ideas in the comments? I didn't exactly have a lot of time to go into too much detail about all this stuff, so if you want to know more about some of these ideas, ask away in the comments, and I'll do my darndest to respond. And one last thing, please let me know what your own predictions for Nintendo in 2025 are in the comments. Thank you for watching. Now here's unscripted me with the end slate. Take it away, me. With pleasure. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you've enjoyed it and want to support my work, please consider supporting me on Patreon, where for as little as $1 a month, you get access to new content every week, including behind-the-scenes look at stuff, articles, audio, scrapped videos, a whole bunch of stuff. Trying to do more stuff for that. In fact, my 10K subscribers special Q&A that I was supposed to do last year and couldn't end up finishing is up there now for free for anyone if you want to check that out. Anyway, see you later.